Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to DESI TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at a very special report. The Zoom meeting held on May 2nd, 2025 titles Who Dares to Travel Now? Know Your Rights at the Airports and the Border brought together leading voices in immigration law, advocacy and policy to discuss the increasingly complex environment faced by international travelers, especially immigrants under the Trump administration's stricter immigration policies. The discussions opened with Sunita Sohrabji, who served as the moderator. She welcomed participants and introduced the distinguished panels of speakers. Sunita set the tone of the sessions by highlighting the urgency of knowing one's right at a time when immigration enforcement has become aggressive and unpredictable. She explained that the session would cover legal rights at the border, specific incident involving traveler and guidance for immigrants navigating entry into the United States. Now, the first speaker, Zahra Billoo, Executive Director of CAIR-SFBA, spoke with convictions about the rise in civil rights violations targeting Muslims and immigrants at U.S. airports. She emphasized that despite the difficult political climate, individuals must assert their rights. Zahra shares that her organization has seen a sharp increase in cases involving airport harassment and unlawful questioning. She pointed out that federal agents often rely on intimidations, assuming travelers won't push back. Zahra urged the audience never to sign anything without legal counsel, especially documents like Form I-407, which relinquish permanent residency. She further stressed the importance of community education and legal workshop, revealing that CAIR has expanded its Know Your Rights sessions in response to growing demand. Zahra reminded everyone the law is on your side, you just have to know it and be brave enough to assert it. Now the second one is Rishard Herman, a veteran immigration attorney and an author, followed Zahra with a powerful presentations on how the Department of Homeland Security is using advanced surveillance tactics at the border. He explained that Customs and Border Protection (CBP) agents now often demand access to travelers' phone, laptops, and social media accounts, even without warrants. Richard describes cases where clients were declared for hours because of online posts that were deemed suspicious or political. He warned that these searches, while legally contested, are becoming more common. He also shed light on how the aggressive policies are discouraging tourism and harming international education. We are witnessing a chilling effect on global travel, Richard said. Families are afraid. Students are reconsidering the US as a destination. This is damaging Americans' global image. Now the next speaker, Mr. Wang, CEO and co-founder of Boundless Immigration, spoke from both a professional and personal perspective. As a first-generation immigrant himself, Mr. Wang shared the stories of green card holders being coerced at the border into surrendering their lawful permanent residence status. He highlighted how CBP officers often isolate travelers, pressure them to sign Form I-407, and create fear that refusal will lead to detentions or deportations. Mr. Wang made it clear if you are a green card holder, you do not have to give up your status. You have the right to a hearing before an immigration judge. Do not sign anything under pressure. He also emphasized the emotional stress these experiences create for families and how Boundless is working to provide immigrants with accessible legal tools to protect themselves. Now, another one is Madhurima Paturi, an immigration lawyer and founder of her own law firm, addressed the serious consequences of extreme vetting policies on international students. She revealed that thousands of SEVIS records used to track students' visa holders had been terminated over minor infractions such as late assignment or brief gaps in enrollment. Madhurima said that many students were unaware that these issues could jeopardize their legal status. They are being punished for administration's error, she said, and they are being deported without warning. She urged international students to closely monitor their SEVS status, stay in regular contact with the school's advisor, and seek legal help at the first sign of trouble. Madhurima also encouraged affected students not to panic but to immediately consult a qualified immigration attorney to explore reinstatement of other relief options. In the end, as the meeting progressed, speakers answered questions from attendees and reiterated the importance of staying informed. All speakers agreed that current policies, while politically motivated, had long-term impact on people's lives, careers, and families. The panel closed by encouraging travelers to prepare in advance, carry documents that provide ties to the U.S., such as tax returns, leases, or pay stubs, and above all, knows their rights. The overall message of the meeting was clear and urgent. Being informed, assertive, and legally prepared is the best protections against overreach and abuse at the U.S. border as immigration law continue to evolve. Advocacy and education remain essential tools for safeguarding civil liberties. So thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Dabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. DTV USA, DTVNN, and our OTT platform DTV Flix, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind-R, a world-class hospital with 130 plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.